Senator Paul, thanks for coming out.
Hey.
Man, hey. Speaker Tillis has been a strong proponent of public-private partnerships, and in particular foreign-owned toll roads. You might have heard the first foreign-owned toll road, a contract was signed that's going in Mecklenburg County. 50 years for Cintra. Cintra's bankrupt. So a couple of questions. Do you support public-private partnerships, and do you support foreign-owned toll roads?
I don't think we've actually had a specific opinion on toll roads, but we have had an opinion on our infrastructure, that we need to do something about our infrastructure. And one idea that I have had and that I've promoted quite a bit is lowering the tax on American profit overseas to try to encourage it to come home. We call it repatriation, and then taking that tax money and putting it into the road fund. I think that you could come up with somewhere between $50 and $70 billion in tax revenue, actually lowering a tax and getting more revenue. So that's one thing we have to do.
Do you have a position on public-private partnerships?
Picture right here.
Anyone who wants that question?
Rand, get a picture? Hey, on Obamacare,
We gotta go, sorry.
On Obamacare,
Thanks.
Speaker Tillis said it's not going to get repealed. The handlers.
Wow. Did you feel, Rocky, did you feel you got your answer on toll bridges?
No. If you see, Rand Paul's a consummate politician. He's part of the establishment. The illusion is that he's anti-establishment. He's not. As you saw today, he's part of the establishment. He won't answer a direct question. Thom Tillis is running this campaign. He spit in the face of the North Carolina Republican Party. He ran on the fact that he believed in public-private partnerships and foreign-owned toll roads. Rand Paul couldn't answer a simple question if he supported those positions. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Do you think as a libertarian, Rand Paul should be against the toll roads?
Not just as a libertarian, as an American, as a U.S. citizen. The beauty of his dad's legacy is that he talked about things in terms of not left or right, but he talked about the liberties of the individuals versus the tyranny of the state. Rand has morphed into this politician. I mean, all he is another politician. That's all he is.
And just explain for a British audience, a British reader, why an upstanding American should be against the toll roads.
Absolutely. Public-private partnerships, basically, the nasty word to describe them would be fascism. It's when big government works with big business, that they choose winners, they choose who's going to get contracts in business, and the people suffer. If you covered the Solyndra company in the States, Solyndra was a public-private partnership. So they suck the U.S. public taxpayer, they get them on the hook, and then if they fail, the taxpayer still pays.
Right, that's a PPP question.
Right.
What's the liberty question on toll roads?
Same thing. I mean, the idea is that toll roads, again, it could theoretically work, but not in the current system, because what they're proposing in North Carolina is this, like this Cintra project, it's a 50-year non-negotiable contract with a foreign-owned company, Cintra Infrastructures. So during those 50 years, it's not free market. Cintra will be able to charge whatever they want. There's already estimates that it's going to cost people that are going to be on I-77 on those high occupancy toll roads, it'll cost them $40 a day to get to work, $20 each way. That's not free market.
So it's not a question of the people having their number plates that recorded the whole time.
Well, that's also an issue. But on top of it, it's the economic issue. Selling out to a foreign company, and again, they're extracting blood from the taxpayer.
Americans have historically had the right to travel, and we enter into contract when we fill our tank up with gas because we pay a gas tax. Now they're trying to say, because electric cars exist, they're not paying the gas tax, and that's why we're not having the revenues. But the government regulated the electric cars into existence, so they can't turn around and use that against us. And then furthermore, I think the number plates are an issue, because to facilitate and enforce the grid that they've set up, they have to set up all these electronic booths which take pictures of your license plate.
Right.
And I personally have had experiences with that have been very negative.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. In terms of the money, this state has never had toll roads until recently. So the North Carolina Department of Transportation has authorized the expansion of toll roads under the Republican leadership, under the leadership of Thom Tillis and Skip Stan. In addition, they've got this foreign-owned toll road system. In addition to that, they're already stealing from the highway tax fund. In addition to that, Tony Tata, who's a Republican, he oversees North Carolina Department of Transportation. He wants to tax us by the mile. So then there'll be a device in every car. That's their plans, and they're Republicans.
Thanks, guys. That was Rocco.
Take care.